Hi guys, it's me again. Well, I know I kind of promised you North Star today, but I kind of went and messed myself up yesterday. I fell off my bike and did something to my wrist. I was doing flatland tricks. I was doing something I'm not supposed to do yet. And, well, we all know what happens with sports. Sooner or later you goof up and you hurt yourself. So I've been kind of sitting around the apartment today wondering, what can I do for YouTube? Because I really can't show anything. I can't show you North Star because I need to put the pads in. That causes a lot of, force to shove them in, and I don't want to exert that on my wrist and damage it more. So I was looking around. I'm like, I know. I'll give them the Pico treatment. Now, what is the Pico, you might ask? The Pico is a small 2-channel remote control helicopter. 2-channel meaning it has 2 functions. It can go up and down and left and right. Now, what is neat about these is anyone can fly them, and what is also really neat about them is they're really cheap and they're really, really durable. I have flown this thing and had it lose its radio contact, and it fell probably a good 10-15 feet to the ground, and it did not damage it. And I've let my friends fly this. I've let my lovely mate fly this, and she's wrecked it all over the place, and it still flies wonderful. But what is also really neat is the size difference. I don't know if you can really see the size here, but that is how big it is. It is in the palm of my hand, obviously. And I'm a big fan of remote control things, and I've raced RC cars for 15 years. I've raced boats for, well, as long as my dad can, since my dad put a remote in my hand and I can hold it on my own. I've also flown airplanes, helicopters, I've used submarines, tanks, you name it, that's remote control. I've probably used it as long as it is available to the general market. Now, I have another helicopter here that is called the Shogun. Now, why am I bringing the Shogun into the picture? Well, I'm going to show you the size difference. This is a performance RC helicopter. This is a professional one. Now, these things take years and years to fly, and many people that want to get into helicopters look at these and say, wow, this is really neat. I'd like to learn how to fly that. And then get very, very discouraged when they break it or they cannot learn how to fly it. And the parts for those are, pretty expensive. The little Pico here cost me about 40 bucks off of eBay, and it's probably the best purchase I've ever made, especially when I'm hurt or sick. It's one thing that's fun to fly around. You can get these for people in, hospitals or retirement homes, or, your friends that are sick or hurting, or your mate that may be ill, and they'd have a blast with these because they're so easy to learn how to fly. Anyways, I like to show you guys how these things fly over my bed back here, and I will get out of the picture and, let it do its thing, and I'll show you how it works by using the controls. That's basically all I have to say about that. So let's get to flying it. Let's see how it works. One thing that is really nice about these is they are so small. You can see it in my room back here. And my room ain't that big. It's about a 15 by 11. But you can fly these things off a plate and out of your hand. They are so simple to fly once you get used to them. Now, this isn't an ad for Silverlit or anything. This is just my user experience. They have a charger in the remote, so they charge on their own. You have a little cord that comes out and you plug it in. And it charges for about 20 minutes, and you get about 5 minutes worth of flight time out of it. And I think that these would be just wonderful for us artists while we're waiting for some paint to dry, or we're waiting for our images to scan, or we're waiting for that certain contact to come on and see if we want to commission or not. So they have them on eBay. They're Pico Z's. And heck, why don't, if you want to check them out, they're here on YouTube. Type in Pico Z. It's P-I-C-O-O-Z. And they have tons of videos on them. There's some really good people that are really amazing with these things. And they can fly them through hoops for you and show you. And then on eBay, they're the same name. Make sure you actually get the one by a company called Silverlit, otherwise they explode in a blazing ball of glory, I guess. So anyways, let's see if I can get it. Oh, it wants to attack me. Anyways, that is all that I have to say for today. And until next time, I'll see you around, and have a good one.